Been waiting long? I figured.
If you ask me why is everyone trying to get Yelan, I just tell you that she's a hydro character that does most of her damage off field and increases the damage of your on field character at the same time. And you start to get an idea why she's so popular, aside from all the obvious assets that she has. The goal of this video is to provide an easy to understand guide to Yelan's builds, team comps and weapons.
That all sounds perfect.
Let's roll the dice. Yelan's normal attacks are pretty average. She can chain up to 4 normal attacks, the 4th one being a double hit, and aside from being really stylish, nothing really stands out about them. She does have a level 2 charge attack, which is nice, but it's not really helpful in her overall damage unless she is C6, which we will talk about later. Her E skill is a dash where she runs around and binds the enemies and pulls them along the path where her dash ends. It's one of the coolest skills in all of the Genshin and deals pretty good damage. On hit, it generates 3 to 4 particles and it provides some CC because when the dash ends, the enemies are pulled towards the endpoint of your dash. Finally, we have the burst, the bread and butter of her character as a support and sub DPS. When Yelan uses the talent Depth Clarion Die, she enters a state called the Exquisite Throw. She does some initial hydro damage and then much like Xingqiu, she does coordinated hydro attacks whenever the active field character does normal attacks or whenever Yelan uses her E skill. If you're talking about why would you need Yelan when you have Xingqiu, this is where they are most dissimilar. Whereas Xingqiu provides healing and defensive capabilities, Yelan's 4th Ascension passive makes it so that she provides a ramping buff to the active field character, which goes up to 50% damage bonus.
Please, have mercy.
We've told you everything we know.
As we already saw, Yelan's main ability is a burst, so we want to be able to spam it on cooldown and buff it as much as possible. That makes her best artifact set pretty obvious. It's Emblem of the Severed Fate. This set fulfills both of our requirements and gives her extra ER and buffs her burst based on that ER. At 200% ER, the bonus damage from this set outclaws any other set you can put on Yelan, which is why this is her best in slot. By the way, if you don't have a emblem set fully farmed up yet, you can run a 2-piece combination of Emblem, Tenacity, Heart of Depth or Noblesse Oblige. It just wouldn't be as good as the 4-piece emblem set.
Oh, so now you're afraid. I'm sorry, but this is too little too late.
So the first thing to keep in mind is that Yelan scales purely of HP, which means attack stat and attack buffs such as Bennett's burst are useless on her. And the second thing is because her burst is so essential to her overall support capabilities and damage, you should prioritize energy recharge more than damage stats such as crit or HP. Your exact ER would depend on your team comp, but a general amount to shoot for would be around 220 ER. Do keep in mind that team comps with double hydro or a Harmonious Warbow on Yelan can get by with an energy recharge that is a lot less than recommended, which can help you prioritize other damage substats such as HP or crit. We also have a table here that will show you the exact amount of ER you would need in a particular team comp. Speaking of other substats, once you have enough ER, the first priority would be HP. Shoot for around 30k HP. After that, go for around 60% crit rate and then everything else into crit damage. As I said, attack is useless on her because she does not scale off attack whatsoever. And EM is also very bad because she's not the one generally triggering the reactions. As for your main substats, typically you would use a HP Sand, a Hydro Goblet, and a Crit Circlet. If you don't have a good enough crit circlet, you can also use a HP circlet, which is only 4% worse, assuming you have the same amount of substat, which is fine. Alright, moving on to weapons. Her best in slot is obviously Aqua Simulacra. The only problem is that this weapon does not provide energy recharge, which means that you have to manage your ER with your substats. The Aqua Simulacra provides almost 90 crit damage in substats, and its passive provides 16% bonus HP and 20% bonus damage, which just makes Yelan's personal damage shoot through the roof. By the way, if you're thinking of pulling for Aqua Simulacra in the upcoming banner, to pair this weapon with a different character, just keep in mind that although this weapon provides a huge amount of crit damage and a damage increasing buff as its passive, it is still not better than the signature weapon. And that is because of its low base attack, which is not a problem for Yelan, but for other attack scaling character it can be a problem. And although this can be mitigated by using an attack buffer, the slight increase in damage is not worth pulling for another 5-star weapon if you already have their signature weapon. After that, Elegy of the End gets a special shout out because this is her best in slot if you want to use her in vaporize teams, reaction teams. So yeah, this weapon provides elemental mastery and other buffs for your teammates, such as Shangling when she vapes and stuff. So yeah, this will be very good for your vaporize teams. As for 4-star weapons, my recommendation will always go to Favonius Warbow, because you can run lower energy recharge and it provides white particles for your Yelan and other teammates. This is probably my best recommendation for free to play. You can get this weapon on free to play accounts without spending any money. For the first time you beat Dvalin, you get one Favonius Warbow for free. Okay, Stringless is a good option. Same problem, energy recharge. If you can maintain your energy recharge, Stringless buffs your elemental skill and your elemental burst by 48% at R5, which is huge. So you can use that, but EM stat is wasted on Yelan because she's not the one triggering the reactions. You can use Sacrificial Bow, but rotations are kind of wonky with this one. Provides less ER, but still fine. If you don't have Favonius Warbow, this will work fine. For personal damage, best one would be Moon's Moon. It provides elemental burst bonus based on your entire party's energy cost. At high refinements greater than R3, this can even out DPS many 4-star and 5-star bows. Fading Twilight is worse than Favonius Warbow. I wouldn't recommend it, but if you don't have Favonius Warbow, you can go for this. And that's it for the weapons recommendations.
Someone revealed my plans to you in advance, and you didn't think to run.
If we're talking about her constellation, then her most notables are C1, which gives you an extra E charge, very helpful for your energy recharge and your overworld exploration. There is C2, which fixes some hydro application troubles you have with Hu Tao at C0. And C6, what it does is this talent, your Breakthrough Barb talent. Your first 5 normal attack arrows will be converted into these Breakthrough Barb arrows instead, and Breakthrough Barb's damage would be increased by 150%, which is a pretty good scaling considering my talents are only at level 5. The C6 winner takes all lasts up to about 20 seconds or until you used all 5 of your arrows.
Chop chop. Let's go and pay your friends a little visit.
And finally, we're at the final section. Team comps. This combo of Xingqiu and Yelan, it's pretty good. And together they have amazing synergy. The best part about this combo is that the other 2 slots essentially become flexible. Right now, we're doing a double Hydro Hu Tao Vape team, which is amazing. You can also replace Hu Tao and Zhongli for any other unit and this team still works. Our Rational team, we've replaced Xingqiu with Yelan because this will also increase our damage for Raiden Shogun. Yeah, I like this team a lot. It's pretty great. After that, we have this Hyper Bloom team with Nahida as the main DPS. Yelan will increase the personal damage when Nahida is on field. Obviously, EM Raiden with Jean as our defense red for Hydro and Electro, and she can also heal. So yeah, that's a pretty good team. You can also put Kazuha here. Kazuha is pretty great. If it's a taser team, mixed team, yeah, you can never go wrong with Kazuha, but I have Jean, so yeah, make it do. My Copium, Alhaitham and Cookie team. So imagine this Kaching is Cookie and this Dendro Traveler is Alhaitham. So this is Alhaitham's best in slot team. Yelan provides the damage buff and Hydro application. Nahida and Alhaitham produces score, and Cookie is actually the one triggering Hyper Bloom. Because Nahida and Alhaitham's Dendro application is so strong, they can overpower the generation of Hyper Bloom cores and actually spread too. Quicken, spread, Hyper Bloom all happening at once. Pretty great damage. Okay, this can outdamage C2 Raiden Shogun's team. Any team that Xingqiu works in, Yelan works in too. Whereas Xingqiu provides some healing and defensive capabilities, she provides a damage increase.
I know this isn't the farewell party you were hoping for.
As a last little thing, here is my Yelan build and a little showcase to show you guys realistic numbers about what you can expect from a C0 Yelan with no signature weapon.
Now you shall perish! Make yourselves a Barbados, guide us.
Quietly now. Game's up. Run's over.
Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
Game's up. Run's over. Busted. Witness the power of Gugwa.
By the way, all the research used in this video is taken straight from the Yelan Wayne's Discord server. I will post their link in the description. You guys want to see how I got these numbers, how the research is done, ask more technical question, you can go there. You can ask me. I will try to answer all your questions, but you can also go there and talk to people. And that's it for the video. Okay, hopefully I did not miss anything. If I did, just comment down below. I will try to mention it in pinned comment. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. If you want any more guides, just give me a comment down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.